From the WYLN studios in Hazleton and all over northeastern Pennsylvania, this is WYLN News.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Paula Degnan. The unofficial numbers are in, and now, on this day after the primary, we know who we'll see on the November ballot for Hazleton City Council. WYLN's Gary Perna has the rundown from Tuesday night.
In the city of Hazleton, the race was on the Democratic ticket for council. We started the night with 7 and ended up with 3 winners. Hazleton Heights resident and volunteer firefighter Tony Colombo was the top vote getter on the ticket.
Well, I want to move Hazleton forward. I want to make it a safe city for all our residents, a city that it once was. I love Hazleton. I don't think there's anybody in the city that loves the city more than I do. I'm going to work hard for the people, and I'm going to be dedicated to the people of Hazleton. Well, my top thing is obviously is safety of our residents. Most important to make sure all our residents are safe and continue providing the services that we do, build on them, and look for other revenues and save the taxpayers. We can't keep going to the taxpayers. We need to get different sources of revenue to help them.
Coming in second on the ticket was current council member Dr. Dave Sosar, who was thankful to the voters but was upset at the same time, and that one of his running mates did not make it to the top 3.
It's a good feeling to know that the voters support you on the Democratic side right now, and that we can move ahead. I'm a little disappointed. I was hoping that our team, most importantly Nicaro Soto, could have been there with us, but we gave it our best shot, and I'm ready to move ahead. I'm going to be ready to move ahead with Jack, and we'll see where we go from here.
Rounding out the ticket was current council member and president Jack Mundy. If Mundy wins in November, he will be on council for 5 consecutive terms.
I want to thank all the voters of Hazleton for their support. I'm humbled by it. I thank them for it. It's if I go on to win in November, it'll be the 5th term. That's never been done before in Hazleton, and I want to thank all the people of Hazleton for their support. My family, my friends, all the volunteers. Everybody did a great job. We have to start thinking outside the box at different ways to raise revenue. We've shown that in different areas. We're buying these scales that I think could raise some significant revenue. We're also looking at some other ways to raise revenue. We have to think outside the box because the people in Hazleton are fed up with taxes. They can't afford any more new taxes. I talk to people every day, and they're coming up and thanking me for holding the line on taxes, and I think that's one of the reasons why maybe I'm going back there.
Colombo finished on the top with 490 votes. Sosar finished with 488, while Mundy finished in third with 467. Clarence John, Danny Montone, Jerry Gallagher, and Nicaro Soto finished in the bottom of the ticket. Now on the Republican side, there was no race, so Allison Barletta, John Keegan, and Jim Perry move on to the ballot in November. We spoke with Keegan Tuesday night.
I think we have to break everything down in the budget and look at each department individually and see where we can maximize savings and also maximize some new revenue streams for the city. The problem with when you say you're going to think out of the box, as Jack said, he's been saying he's been thinking out of the box for 16 years. He still hasn't come up with a solution. You have to look at different ways, different avenues. The real problem as a city is that you're a child of the state.
Now we know who the 6 are that will face off in November. In Hazleton, for WYLN News, I'm Gary Perna.
Moving on to the Hazleton Area School Board race, this was one of the tightest races that we saw Tuesday night. Linda DeCosmo, Ed Szymanski, and Bob Mahalik all received nominations on the Republican and Democratic tickets. Now there will be a race on for the 4th seat. Dr. Bob Childs received a nod on the Democratic ticket. Newcomer Alexander Van Holken received one on the Republican side. Current board member James Chapman lost his re-election bid. Mark Scar Scarcella, the husband of current board member Jackie Scarcella, lost his bid to join his wife. DeCosmo and Szymanski are both retired employees of the school district. On the north side, there will be a new mayor of Freeland. 16 votes put John Buda over William DeFrancesco Jr. for the Republican nod for mayor. Buda, who has been a councilman for the past 10 years, received 68 votes to DeFrancesco's 52. It's also important to note that there were 59 write-in votes as well. If Buda stays on top after the write-in votes are counted, he'll face off against the only Democrat that ran, Shane Balliet, in the November general election, though write-in votes yet to be counted and approved could be a factor. Balliet received 67 votes, and there were 86 write-ins. Also in West Hazelton, there will be a new mayor and 3 new council members, as well as 1 council member returning. John Chura will be the next mayor. He won on the Republican ticket and was the only person running for the job. Councilman Bill Sharkey Jr. will return for another term. He'll be joined by Gerald Grink, Henry Kreisel II, and Jim Scheidler. Current Mayor Frank Schmidt decided earlier this year to retire. On to the Luzerne County Council Democratic race. Unofficially, the winners, Sheila Seidman, current council chairwoman Linda McCloskey Howick, Wendy Kaminsky, Matthew Vo, and John Godomsky. There was no primary contest on the Republican side because only 5 contenders were on the ballot. The Republican nominees and Harry Haas, Chris Perry, Mark Dixon, Stephen J. Urban, and Gregory Wolovich Jr. are all on the ticket. Voter turnout in Luzerne County didn't quite crack 20%. With all precincts reporting, the County Bureau of Elections calculated turnout at 19.8%. Klein Township Supervisor Matthew Cora won a full 6-year term in Tuesday's election, but the only thing that could stand in his way is if the 19 write-in votes on the Democratic ticket are counted for a candidate. Now, Cora was appointed earlier this year to replace former Supervisor Nick Sanko, who resigned. Cora received 110 votes in his unopposed GOP candidacy. Incumbent tax collector Stephen Scheer polled 116 votes in his unopposed GOP candidacy on Tuesday. There were 16 Democratic write-ins. On to McAdoo Borough, where the Democrats were the only party with a full ballot. The borough will have a new mayor. Steve Holly chose not to run for another term. Current Councilman Robert Wills chose not to run for council. Instead, he won the Democratic nod for mayor. There was a large number of write-ins on the Republican ticket for mayor, so we will have to wait to see if a nomination comes out of it. On the council, 3 seats are up. Councilman Peter Manuzzi and John Shigo secured nominations, along with former councilwoman Claire Perpenick. On the GOP slate, another former councilman, Ed Beelan Sr., was the only candidate on the ballot, but there were 76 write-ins. Another borough in Schuylkill County will also have a new mayor after Tamaqua Mayor Chris Morinson chose not to seek re-election. As it stands right now, Nathan Garace to be on top with 223 votes. He beat out Christine Rotet Harding with 217 votes and William Price Sr. with 146 votes. 9 write-in Republican votes have yet been counted. There were 3 seats up on council as well in Tamaqua. Congratulations to all of those winners and those who at least gave it a chance, and a big round of applause to the Wyln election team last night. Coming up on Wyln News, we head to Penn State Hazelton. There was a job fair there today put on by our local newspapers. But first, as we head out to break, let's take a look at your 7-day forecast from the Wyln Weather Center. Remember, you can get all your weather information at WYLNTV.com. We'll be right back.
Physical Therapy and Balance Centers. It's spelled different because we are different. Physical is unlike any therapy center you've been to before. If you're tired of living in pain, if you want to move better, overcome an injury or balance disorder, or you just want to improve your strength and conditioning, our highly skilled team of medical experts will help you get back to living the life you enjoy. New mentality, new body, new life. Get physical.
Are you looking to light up your business? Then you need to visit Scheidler Electrical Distribution Incorporated. They're the premier electrical distributor in Scranton, Wilkes-Barre, Poconos, and Hazleton. Specializing in extensive electrical lighting, automation, and datacom inventory to meet your contractor, commercial, or industrial needs. Don't go with a national company. Go with an independent, locally owned company that cares. Scheidler Electrical Distribution Incorporated. Visit them at SYDIST.com. Come experience the difference.
Nelson Hernandez Rivera is now facing more serious charges in an incident that occurred back in March in Hazleton. The 34-year-old now faces more serious charges of first-degree felonies for criminal homicide and aggravated assault. He was first charged with 2 felonies for aggravated assault in connection with the attack of a woman that happened outside the Crystal Barbecue on East Broad Street March 20th. Rivera is still behind bars without bail due to the seriousness of the crimes. A preliminary hearing is set for May 24th. We told you on Tuesday about an incident that shut down a roadway in Butler Township for a time. Township police responding to 317 North Old Turnpike Road after receiving reports of possible explosive materials outside the residence. An individual who was working at the residence discovered that and contacted police. Butler Township police responded and determined that it was dynamite. The residence is currently unoccupied, and it appears that the dynamite has been there for some time. Troopers from the Pennsylvania State Police Hazardous Device and Explosives Section responded and safely disposed of approximately 50 pounds of dynamite. As a safety precaution, North Old Turnpike Road was closed in the immediate area during the investigation and disposal. Valley Regional Fire and EMS, Sugarloaf Fire Department, and the Butler Township Road Department assisted with the incident. The Great Northeast Job Fair was held today at the Penn State Hazleton campus from 10 to 4. Many employers and employees exchanged resumes and a few words hoping to find the best fit for them. WYLN's Maria Senti has more on what the job fair had to offer.
Many job fairs like the one held today at Penn State Hazleton are organized to help both employees and businesses get a leg up in the competitive job market. And one Hazleton resident says it's so beneficial that it could potentially change her life.
Because I have to work, that's bills to pay and everything, family to support, so we have to work. Because, you have the money to pay your bills, your mortgage, support your family and everything. I'm looking for the job in the fair.
Meet Elsa Gonzalez, a Hazleton resident who is currently unemployed. She says that even getting an interview from the job fair would make a huge difference for her family.
Oh, good. I can go right now for an interview. I'm ready for everything.
And many employers at the job fair say that's the enthusiasm they're looking for in potential new employees.
Now, there are a couple dozen potential employees and businesses here today at the Great Northeast Job Fair, including HR recruiter Robert Cruz from Ganella Frozen Products. Now, Mr. Cruz, tell me, what are 1 or 2 critical qualities you're looking for today in potential employees?
Communication would be one. It's very loud where we work at, so communication is important in our success, and teamwork would be the other. We're a team-based environment. We succeed on our team, not on individual goals.
Cruz says what's written on paper only goes so far. He says that speaking with him in person today could give them an advantage over others who applied online or by email.
I get a ton of them. Not that I'm saying I don't look at them, but I'm just saying it's easier for me to remember you and make more of an impression with me if you came here and spoke to me directly.
Several other businesses and employers at the job fair today shared that same mindset when searching for new employees. In Hazleton, for WYLN News, I'm Maria Sinti.
Thanks, Maria. Coming up on Nuremberg's News Choice in Community and You, we hear about an event that will be taking place this weekend. Plus, a church in the Valley is welcoming you to the annual event to raise money for the church. But first, let's take a look at today's winning midday lottery numbers. Good luck if you played. Stay with us.
At All-American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, you not only get the vehicle that you want,
you also get the lowest financing options.
We also deliver unmatched service.
Whether you're in need of a work truck, have an active family lifestyle, or simply want to show off your fun, adventurous side, All-American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has a wide variety of inventory to choose from. It's the Memorial Day sales event. Stop in today.
The Victoria story's a glorious story, the sweetest that's ever been told. They found they were handy at making fine candy for family and friends to behold. Word spread through the land that Victoria's candies would one day be leading the rest. Now that day is here, for the facts are quite clear that Victoria's candies are best.
What's on TV? Plenty. WYLN TV 35, the best in local programming.
Welcome to Community and You here on WYLN News. I'm Gary Perna. I'm very pleased to be joined by Dave Skutnik from the American Red Cross to talk about an annual event that's happening here in the greater Hazleton area once again, and it's the Hazleton Celebration of Life and Military Appreciation Walk and Luncheon being held at Faith United Church of Christ on Faith Drive in Hazel Township. And Dave, this is a great event. It's been going on for many years. So for somebody who may not have known about it, what is it and how can we get involved?
Yeah, it's a big, long title, but there's many things that'll be happening that day. It's being held Saturday, May 20th, which is also Armed Forces Day. So that's kind of the first part. It kicks off at 10:45 in the morning there at Faith United Church, as you mentioned, and with a tribute to our military members, both active and our veterans as well. So we have several American Legion and VFW groups that'll be on hand, and we'll kind of do some of the ceremonial Armed Forces Day kind of stuff with marching into the color guard, the national anthem. We'll have a flag folding ceremony as well. There's a lot going on with our military members. Then the Celebration of Life part of the event is actually a tribute to all of our Hazleton area blood donors. This area is unlike any other. We have a lot of long-time dedicated blood donors who have been doing it 30, 40 years. So we're going to be paying tribute to those folks and thanking them for what they do as well.
Now, for somebody to take part in this, to be involved with the walk and the celebration, are there any fees for them, registration they have to go through?
Yeah, after the programs for the military members, veterans, and the blood donors, we actually have either a 1 mile or 5 mile walk around the church campus there. And to register for the walk portion, it's $10 for adults, so $5 for students. And you get a T-shirt with that. And you can register now by calling our West Hazleton office at 570-455-9517.
So this is a great event. You're honoring all the military people out there. You're honoring all those blood donors. And without the blood donors, you guys would be in some hot water with not having that vital resource for you guys. And again, I know we say this all the time, but how important is it for somebody to roll up their sleeves and to give a pint?
There's always a need for blood. It really is constant. Every 2 seconds, someone in this country needs blood, whether it's a trauma patient, surgery, or cancer patients going through chemotherapy. They get blood transfusions as well. So there's always that need for blood, and our Hazleton area blood donors are always stepping up to meet that need.
So Dave, there's a lot going on. The annual Hazleton Celebration of Life and Military Appreciation Walk and Luncheon. Of course, that will be going on Saturday, May 20th, 2017, 10:45 in the morning. So get there. And Dave, hopefully it'll be a nice warm day and everyone will be enjoying that walk and then some refreshments after.
Yeah, that's right. We'll have a nice barbecue lunch. We'll have the grill and hoping for some perfect weather to do that. Again, it's Faith United Church, and we'll see everybody in Hazleton in a few weeks.
All right, wonderful day. Thanks so much for stopping by. And of course, do your part and help out the American Red Cross any way you can. It's such a vital organization here in our community. Stay with us here on Community and You. More news is headed your way next.
AllCare Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call AllCare Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Whether you're a homeowner renovating your first kitchen or a professional contractor remodeling your 100th kitchen, we're here to work with you every step of the way. We feature Homecrest and Omega cabinets, bathrooms and entertainment cabinets, along with solid surface countertops for Mica and Wilson Art products. We offer affordable installation. All this and more at Morris Kitchens LLC. Appointments welcome. Call 570-825-6956.
WYLN TV 35 is looking to hire a highly motivated, energetic salesperson for the Hazleton, Wilkes-Barre, and surrounding areas. Send your resume to the email or the address on your screen. WYLN is an equal opportunity employer. When you see news happening in your neighborhood, call WYLN News at 570-459-1869 or email us at news@WYLNTV.com or send us a message on social media through Facebook. WYLN, we're your local network.
St. Bosco Church in Cunningham will hold its annual Spring Fling that will help raise money for the church. Parishioners and volunteers have been working all week to set everything up. Tricky trays, raffles, plenty of food will be available for everyone. Volunteer Elaine Murray says there will be plenty of things for everyone.
We have flea market, tricky trays, a room with nothing but books. We have breakfast, we have lunch, we have homemade halushki. Takeouts are available. And we have all kinds of things for you to look through. Please come out and make yourself welcome at St. John Bosco's in Cunningham on Route 93. We have all kinds of glassware. We have pots and pans. We have toys. We have electrical things. We have jewelry. Most anything in your home that you need to supply your cupboards. We have those. It's a variety of everything. So if there's anything you need, or if your children are going to go to college and you need to fill their cupboards at college, come and pick out what you need.
Might need that Beatles lunchbox. That looked pretty cool. The Spring Fling will be held Saturday, May 20th from 7 a.m. to 3 at St. John Bosco Church in Cunningham. They have breakfast, lunch, and our own Mike Lula homemade halushki on sale during the event as well. WYLN now has 2 pairs of tickets to give away to 2 lucky viewers to the Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling Show entitled Blue Harvest. It's this Saturday, May 20th at Holy Family Academy on North Laurel Street in Hazleton. Bell time 7 p.m., but there is a meet and greet that gets underway at 5. So for your chance to win, dial 570-459-1869, extension 1172 right now. Leave your name, number, and we will put your name in the drawing. Again, if you want the tickets, dial now, and good luck. For more information on upcoming shows, you can visit ppwwrestling.com. Watch PPW right here every week on WYLN TV. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next here on WYLN News.
story's a glorious story, the sweetest that's ever been told. They found they were handy at making fine candy for family and friends to behold. Word spread through the land that Victoria's candies would one day be leading the rest. Now that day is here, for the facts are quite clear that Victoria's candies are best.
Are you looking to light up your business? Then you need to visit Scheidler Electrical Distribution Incorporated. They're the premier electrical distributor in Scranton, Wilkes-Barre, Poconos, and Hazleton. Specializing in extensive electrical lighting, automation, and datacom inventory to meet your contractor, commercial, or industrial needs. Don't go with a national company. Go with an independent, locally owned company that cares. Scheidler Electrical Distribution Incorporated. Visit them at SYDIST.com. Come experience the difference.
It's the Memorial Day sales event at Berger, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Route 93, Hazel Township.
Lease the Jeep Patriot 4-wheel drive for only $159 a month. Lease the all-new Chrysler Pacifica for only $299 a month. Get 25% off any in-stock Chrysler 200s. Look for the benefits of the Berger Advantage: lifetime safety inspections, lifetime tire rotations, 5 years of oil changes, and more.
At Berger, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Route 93, Hazel Township.
Berger family dealerships, drive with experience.
On Friday, June 2nd at 7 p.m., the Wilty Center will present Bill Haley Jr. and the Comets. Bill Haley has been called the father of rock and roll, and now his son recaptures the heyday of his famous father, recreating the music, the feel, the excitement of the very beginning of rock and roll. Tickets are now on sale at eventbrite.com, or tickets can be purchased at the door. Tickets are $25 with no additional fees. The box office opens at 6 p.m. Bill Haley Jr. and the Comets on Friday, June 2nd at the Wilty Center in Hazleton.